Hey guys, I'm with you here today to discuss what to do when you take your sports cards out of a storage box and they look like this. I've got a bunch of these little bricks here. Seems like a very tough situation to be in, and you're probably at this point thinking, well, those cards are ruined. Well, when I first did this, I felt the same way. As you can see over here, all these cards were stuck together, and I was able to successfully break them apart without any damage for the most part. There are some slight speckling on some of these cards. Can't even see them on these. I'll probably have to give you an example later on. But main thing is I want to show you a method of breaking these apart without introducing any kind of dampness to it. Now, steaming is a way that is sometimes recommended for doing this, but of course steam creates water, and water causes the cards to get damp, which is something that we don't want to do. That would be another reason why I wouldn't use a freezing method, because after you take them out of the freezer and they thaw out a little bit, you're also introducing dampness to the card. So the method I've come up with prevents that from happening. And as I think you'll see, it's not really that hard to do, and you'll be surprised at the results, as I've already showed you right here. Just get you one of these bricks, as we'll call them here, and just grab it in your hand, kind of like this, and keep it flat. And what we're going to do simply is we're going to slam it up against a flat surface here. Now, as you can see, I've got two little bricks. Now this one over here is not quite as thick. It's getting close to the point to where I can show you another method to start breaking down a thinner pack. Now let's try to break this down a little bit more, and then I'll show you that method. Alright, as you can see, we got three little stacks here. This one's still a little bit thick, needs to be broke down a little bit more. But right now we've probably got 3 or 4 cards in this stack. Now at this point, what I'd like to show you how to do is to grab opposite corners here and just flex the cards. You'll hear it popping. Okay? Don't be alarmed. That's what's going to happen for these cards to separate. Now these cards are pretty thick, so don't be too scared about bending them. You don't want to go so far that you're creasing them, of course, because otherwise they're useless. But now periodically just check them and see how they're doing. Now if they don't come apart on their own, don't force it, because all you're going to be doing is tearing paper on the other side. Now as you can see right here, that one, no pressure whatsoever, came apart. No real damage to speak of. You see there's some slight milkiness on the edges on some of these, but for the most part, nothing wrong with that card. And to be honest with you, there's probably not many people out there that has a set of these that haven't stuck together if they've been stored in a box of any kind. Now, you could put them in sleeves, and that would probably prevent them from sticking to one another, but I have seen the cards actually stick to the sleeves, and then you've got another issue to deal with. But in this case, we're pretty much getting these apart without much damage. Now, you just keep doing this until you get these to come apart on their own. Now you'll see here it's separated on this side, but they're still stuck over here. So let's work on this corner a little bit more. And I just heard it pop right then. It's popping back this way. Just keep working on it a little bit. And it just fell right apart. No damage. No damage. Now, with that being said, I want to show you this stack over here is a stack that I'm reserving to use the steam method. Now, being that it's not my preferred method, these cards here I have tried to break down as much as I can, and you'll see that they're apart, but it's still got a hard hold over here on this edge, and you don't want to pull it, like I said before, because it will tear the paper. So what we're going to do later is we're going to use the steaming method, and without actually showing it with you with a pot on the stove or whatever, you'll just wait until the steam starts coming off of boiled water, and you'll just simply hold this over the pot until that steam just starts to soften that hold. Now you don't want to pull it apart any quicker than it wants to come apart, but you just keep doing that until it softens up and it basically will just kind of fall apart in your hand and be fine. Now this one right here is not as bad as I thought it was, but I did flex it a couple times there while I was talking to you. But that's all you need to do. And as you can see, these cards are looking good, coming apart fairly well. All these right here in this stack were all stuck together. They're all separated now. And I hope this can help you. I'm sure all of you out there have had this problem, especially with these years. And I hope you find this helpful in saving your cards. Thanks for watching.